Oh, definitely. Definitely. But that's why I would like them to do like the whole map as like one season, because you could have a bit of, you could have some of the MANIBUS, right? You could have, and you get all the generic stuff from that, and it would feel full with lots of stuff to do. And then I would like, but then you could go to these areas that have the slightly different feel. So you'd actually feel like you'd be going to different areas. Cool. Oh, crap. Hit the stop sign. That's bad. Stop signs are bad. Not my best score. Not my best score, but 2,270. But we completed what we needed to do, so there we go. Hey, we got accessories. Why did we get accessories for that? I've done this before. Interesting. In fact, I've done this several times, and I got more accessories. They all look like blue ones, but there you go. Anyway, there's a Morphic crate up here. In fact, I should be able to see them, right? What did I get? Can I see all the accessories? How do we preview? No, not that. So I don't have the range compensator, so I'm missing that one. And I'm missing the assault brake. But that's it. You noticed the Way of Winter equips were more wordy and more specific than the MANIBUS stuff. Yeah, yeah, definitely. They were definitely, yeah, I would agree with that. Where did that rabbit go? Fuck me, these rabbits disappear. Like, I'm going to run because we might find more rabbits. This is the rabbit area. Yeah, I would agree. It definitely seems like they were trying to get more build-specific stuff, and that might also be a hint because they are trying to get you to tailor for bosses and stuff a bit more, which is, of course, what you want for PvE content. Where did you go? You complete... That fucking rabbit. Oh. Man, I slapped him with an assault rifle and he still fucking ran off. Oh well. Yeah, like I say, maybe they're wanting to, yeah, Desert Eagle the rabbit. Man, I've not had a lethal rabbit in God knows how long. I've killed so many rabbits. There's another rabbit. Still nothing. And there's another rabbit here. I see you. I really want to get a high level lethal rabbit at some point. There's another rabbit. Oh, I unstable bombed the rabbit. Come on, give me a lethal. Yes! Level 2 lethal rabbit. Okay, not great. Damn. If you run away from me, I'm going to do a homicide. Literally. What? It's a level 2, man. Gotcha. Oh well, we did get another lethal rabbit, so that's, at least we're going to have 2 lethal rabbits out running around. Finally, man, we killed so many rabbits and saw nothing. But my plan, definitely, this playthrough of MANIBUS is to farm some high-level deviants. Like, I am going to come back and try and farm some high-level lethal rabbits. Because that will make... Getting some high-level lethal rabbits will make such a big difference later on. The same as well, that's why I want to farm some high-level... deer hide and stuff like that, so I will get an animal farm set up. Right, that morph, there he is. Nice. Nice. Because in reality, having done this season before, right, it's really all about preparing for the next season, in a way, right? Right, so the next one is up here. I might have done this one. I might have done this one. We'll have a look. Because if they release another content season, when they release another content season, I want to go in there and I'll have high-level deviations. We'll have, you know, all the high-level hides. We'll have tons of mods and mods to choose from, fully upgraded mods as well, which do cost a lot of link. That'll be the key. We'll need quite a lot of link to do this as well. But I want to make sure that we've got some, as they release new weapons that are shrapnel and all that, we've got a lot of mods to choose from. Because I think that's one of the big things I'm missing right now is I don't have a lot of yellow mods to choose from. And the ones I do have are not upgraded. So... And then if we haven't done all the Morphic crates and the accessories, we should be going in with a ton of Stellar Planula as well. So straight away when we do the new season, we'll be able to go to Severin and just buy everything. And that'll just give us an instant Starcron boost and everything. So yeah, I think I might have done this one. No, I haven't. I haven't done it. Where is he? It's pinging. There, it should be. There he is. Oh, he ran. He's on the run. Gotcha. Try and escape me, my friend. Not going to happen. Right. Next. We're cracking through these now. We're well over halfway now. Well over halfway, which is excellente. So the next thing is, let's do the Morphic crate here, then we'll come down and do the accessory. No, do the Morphic crate here. There's another one just here. Then we can come down and do the accessory. Okay, so the Morphic crate should be in here. Okay. Yeah, because when I look back at it, I go, like, I did 2 lots of MANIBUS, and I kind of, like, got to the end, and I was like, oh, so I'm max level, I've done all the content I can solo, I didn't do any of the pro content, because I didn't join any groups to do it, and then I was kind of like, oh, what do I do now? It's just kind of... you know, there's not much to do. But actually, there is a lot to do, which is a lot to do in farming, which doesn't necessarily benefit you even in the current season. It's what it benefits you in future seasons. Like, I definitely would have benefited in Way of Winter if I'd have had a high-level lethal rabbit, for example. You know, stuff like that. It's making sure that you get those benefits, right? At the beginning of the season, that's where it really matters. There we go, another one done. And we're getting tons of Stardust source. You know, we're up to 500 or 430 Stardust source we've got so far. Another one is right there. How far is that? Only 200 meters. We'll run it. Top of the cliff, bottom of the cliff. My guess is top of the cliff. But I could be wrong. You might be right at the bottom there. So we've got to run past the bottom to get to the top anyway. So let's have a look. Oh no, he could be at the bottom here. I'm getting a ping. Getting a ping, ping, ping. No, he's at the bottom. Look at that. Good thing we checked, right? Good thing that we checked. Right. So we've got a mysterious painting, which is here too. So I need to pick that up before we go any further. So that is there. So let's go to our mysterious painting. See, when you're actually looking to do all this content, there is actually a lot to do here, and I this is what I tried to do over the weekend, like Friday and Saturday, with Way of Winter, is all the kind of stuff I'm doing now, and it just wasn't there. It would have been farming very early. Okay, up this way. Here we go. Let's get our hint. There we clickety fingers. Okay, devious painting, broken delta. We'll kick up that. And then we're coming down to do an accessory, which is right here. Okay. How do we get to the road? Road is down over here. Which way is it taking me? Huh. I don't think we'll do that. Fly over this dude's place. It looks like he's building his first house. One way to do it. Early on, I like to use the pre-made blueprint. It's just an easy, the exquisite villa or whatever it's called. It's just an easy, quick, and it's a really good starting house. That exquisite villa, because it's got the balconies, it's got the bit outside that you can put your water thing on and everything. It's just a really good starter house, and it doesn't take a lot to get it. Doesn't need a lot of mats to get it. It's one of these. Turny turn, the statue turn. There's the bus. We've already done the bus today. We always stand together. I can still see their faces. I wish I could see them again. So that means turn them inward. Oh. No, like that. Done. Bosh. No, give me my puzzle. There, loot crate, bosh. Good. Right, next one is here. That should have been the hint we just got from the devious painting. That's right, here. Well, that's by my house. And then after that, we'll be going off for another Morphic. So we've got we've got 3 more Morphics to do. And we've got... So we've got, 3 more Morphics and 3 more accessory puzzles, and we're complete. We are complete. And we can move to the new zone. And that's the last zone that we can go to before the phase opens. So the plan will be do what we can tonight. Tomorrow we'll be doing that as well. We should finish. I'm confident we should finish that zone tomorrow, 100%. And then it's just a case of farm a little bit until we until the new phase opens. But of course, we are leaving on Wednesday, and we won't be back to the following Monday. So we will be able to. We won't be streaming on Wednesday or Thursday, but we will be. There's a rabbit. We will be able to stream on Monday. Oh. If I get back, do you know what? I don't know what time I get back. I think I'll be. I might be back late. I don't know actually, because the time zone's going to be going forwards. It's going to be like a 4-hour flight, but the time zone's going to be going ahead. That's going to be interesting. We'll see. Right, next one is here. That's a Morphic. That's a Morphic. What will I do once I clear all the as in clear all the zones after phase 2 opens? And you should join Throne and Liberty once you come back. Randoms aside, it's pretty fun. Yeah, well, I do intend when I come back. Throne and Liberty is on the radar. I at least want to max level a character, if nothing else, just to give it a go. And I do want to. And I say I've got Diablo and Path of Exile I want to do as well. So I do intend to do that. But in terms of what I will do, once I clear all the zones, phase 1, I will just be gathering mats ready for phase 2. Once I clear all the zones, phase 2. I will be farming deviants and mods, basically. That's what I want to get the most, is farm deviants, mods, and hide. Should be here. There he is. So I want to get a proper base built. I want a proper farm going in terms of the animals so that I can farm all their hides to death. Yeah, all the things that you could possibly want for a new season. I want to be farming that, basically. That's the way it wants me to go to get there, is it? Okay. Yeah, it wants me to go out this way. Yeah, but yeah, Throne and Liberty, I say, is definitely on my radar, and you've been playing the game now, like quite a bit. My desire is to do a ranged DPS build, so I'm hoping that it's viable in the game, because that is what I prefer. Is ranged DPS. So I think when I last looked at it, it was like a crossbow or something build. I've forgotten. I did look at it, and I haven't looked back in a while. You think range DPS is the most popular form of DPS? Yeah, I mean, the reason I want to go range DPS is because that is pretty much every MMO that I play range DPS, right? You know, in World of Warcraft, I played Warlock and Mage. So, yeah, range DPS is kind of like my thing. Gosh. Melee DPS is basically just greatsword. Okay. Well, it's like in Monster Hunter, I did range DPS. When I were, you know, often when I'm playing games, like I will gravitate towards sniper builds or that sort of thing. It's why I like World of Tanks even. You know, my favourite tank is like the Leopard, which is a fast, mobile sniper. It's just, that's generally the way I like to play, is kind of long range, high damage, but but knowing I'm squishy. But of course, that is difficult to play solo, which is probably why I struggle a little bit more on this solo, because playing like a long-range sniper build doesn't really work the same in this game, I would say. Because maybe in a group, obviously, it'll work, but outside a group, it doesn't. Oh, there's a Morphic crate across the island. Okay. Oh, nuts. That's going to be a ball ache to get to. Right, so let's go and do the puzzle here, and then we need to get across to the island over here. I didn't realise there was a Morphic crate there. You might want to look at the longbow then instead of crossbow. Longbow is closer to the sniper with all their long animations and charge attacks. But then, isn't that going to be a pain when you're doing solo content? Like, for solo content, aren't I going to want the bow and the crossbow, right? Crossbow's more like dual SMGs. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you think at a Warlock in World of Warcraft, a Warlock had one of the longest ranges for their spells. What did I play in Guild Wars 2? Because Guild Wars 2 is different, though. It didn't really have the traditional classes in that way. Elementalist? No, I played Ranger. No, I played Ranger in Guild Wars 2. I played Ranger, and of course that's a ranged build. Wait, it doesn't have to be, but that's what I was doing. Right, this is a billboard job. Okay. Huh. Is that not good enough? Come on, you're kidding me, man. Huh. So I believe I was more perfect than trying to get it. Haven't had trouble doing solo stuff with the longbow, carrying you through stuff. The wand is almost exclusively support stuff. You were a Mesmer in Guild Wars 2? Ah. Yeah, see, the Mesmer, that's an interesting one. The Mesmer, I never really kind of got into the Mesmer. Like, I definitely play... the Ranger I definitely mained, because it was a Norn Ranger. And then I played... it was the Elementalist, I think. But I gravitated more towards the Ranger than the Elementalist. Because I did quite like having the Snow Leopard pet. Guild Wars 2 was such a good game, and I really feel like I never put enough time into that game. I just really only dabbled in it. Was there a necromancer in Guild Wars 2? No, what was the... There's another class I had. There is a Is there a necromancer in Guild Wars 2? No, Guild Wars 2, they're still releasing new content for Guild Wars 2. Yeah, absolutely. They're still releasing new content for it. So, no, absolutely. We can always go back to it. Yeah, Guild Wars 2. So, necromancer, that's it. That was my second. That's right. I had a ranger as a main, and I had a necromancer as a secondary, and I dabbled in elementalist, but I remember I wasn't that keen on it. Yeah, necromancer. Yeah. Just goes to show I've played so many games, and it's like, what classes were in that game again? Alright, we got to swim the bloody... We're swimming to Cuba through shark-infested water by the looks of it. You had an Azura and a Norn Guardian. I like the Norn. I think my Ranger was definitely Norn. My Necromancer was definitely human. I had a Char Engineer. I think my I didn't have any of the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't have any Absura. Your Mesmer was absurdly tanky. Your Guardian was some kind of healer mage thing. Yeah, didn't the Guardian do more paladin-y stuff? Right? Wasn't that right? Man, if only I had time to do this stuff. Like, I'd love to go back to... I leveled characters in Guild Wars. I never really... And I did, like, a couple of world boss things and stuff like that, but I never really put huge amounts of time into Guild Wars. It just clashed, I think, with other games that I was playing at the time. And I'm like, oh my god, actually, if I had time, I'd love to go back and dabble more. Because, like, they had some really cool jumping puzzles. And normally I'm not the biggest fan of jumping puzzles, but I actually thought the jump puzzles were quite good, though some of them were quite long. I remember doing there's that massively long cave jumping puzzle, and you go through all the caves and the waterfalls, and you end up in that, like, pitch black maze area. And then in the main city, there was the big jumping puzzle off the bridge. Right, so we've done that one. Where are we going next? There is a Morphic crate right here. We only got 3 more things to do and we can move area. Morphic crate right there. So let's start swimming. Bit of luck we're not in Way of Winter, because this amount of cold resist, if it was winter, we'd be freezing. I know my guild leader in World of Warcraft was big into Guild Wars 2 as well. And she played a lot of PvP. She was like Elementalist. And she had like all the like absolute legendary ultimate gear. Her Elementalist was sick. Would I play a game that was like all puzzles and no combat? And had multiplayer for some reason. Do you know, I don't know. Like, combat's not a necessity for me, because I really like Planet Crafter. And in fact, that reminds me, I do want to do another full playthrough of Planet Crafter, because I did Planet Crafter in early access. It's now fully released. Now, Planet Crafter is a survival game, but there's no combat in it. And I loved it. I loved Planet Crafter. I thought it was amazing. Would I do a game that was just puzzles, though? See, the thing with Planet Crafter, it had a world, and it had like it was basically, it was a base building survival game. Base building exploration survival game, but with no bad guys. There was no enemies, no monsters, nothing. It was just, but it was really, really fun. But would I just do puzzles? I don't know if it would hold me for that long. That's the problem. Like, yeah, maybe I might enjoy it at the beginning, but would it keep me playing longer term?